it's impossible now to get me to pick up my ukulele. And it's probably out of tune. So I ended up writing a lot of songs last month. That's my phone. Aha! And speaking of my phone, I asked my friend Tara to tell me things that I should talk about. They're pretty funny. The first one, talk about how ridiculous Charlie Sheen is. Now, I haven't been completely following this because I don't really give a crap about Charlie Sheen, except in Ferris Bueller, when he's basically playing himself now. It's like he had a time machine. But I do think that it's stupid and horrible what he's doing to the rest of the cast of his show, even though I don't really like his show. I still think he's pissing off a lot of people, and a lot of people are losing money and stuff because of him gallivanting around and going on talk shows, and he just opened a Twitter account. Yeah, I don't like him. But I do think that Tally's song about Charlie Sheen that played on New Zealand radio, apparently, is really good, so you should check that out. I like Emilio Estevez more, because he was the coach in the Mighty Ducks movies, and the Mighty Ducks are great. Talk about how breakfast is overrated. I don't eat breakfast. I try to get up early in the morning. I try to get up at 10 at least, but I don't eat breakfast. I don't start to get hungry until the afternoon. I'm more of a lunch person, a lunch and dinner person. In high school, I would eat breakfast, but I would only eat a little bit, like a Pop-Tart before school, or maybe a small bowl of cereal, but usually bowls of cereal were way too much for me. My stomach cannot, I'm not hungry in the morning. I don't really think it's overrated, though. I just kind of feel like it's not for me. Lunch is my big meal of the day, although I love dinner too. Talk about why you want to strangle your chinchilla and what traits your ideal pet would have. My chinchilla, I love him, and he's great, but the past few nights, I've let him run around, and I used to let him run out of his cage kind of late, so I admit that it was my fault, because I was letting him run around at like 3, and he would keep me up really late. But lately I've been letting him out at about midnight, like right after Conan O'Brien ends, I let him out, and he's just running around my room while I'm on the computer, and I'm watching him. But lately he's been coming out at midnight, going under my bed, and deciding to stay under there. Last night I tried to pick him up, and that didn't go over so well. Lately it makes me really mad, especially because last night it was 2:30 and I really wanted to go to bed. I want to go to sleep, I'm not feeling my best right now. He made me stay up until 4. And I let him out at midnight, so he was out for a really long time. And I was going crazy. A rodent like him that is a little bit more, I don't know, you can't really have an obedient rodent. They're not really trainable. Where you could, like, say, in your house, and it would go in its house. Because you can train a dog to do that. But I like rodents more than dogs, so I would want a rodent with the traits of a dog. Talk about your dream job and why Hollywood should hire you ASAP. Well, my dream job, what I want to do is write movies and TV shows. I don't think that they should hire me ASAP, although that would be nice. But I wouldn't mind doing the thing where you jump up climb the ladder to that. I don't mind being an underling and then from that rising up. Because I feel like I have a lot of really snappy, even I've noticed a lot of times when I do my little tweets, I'm usually thinking of little concepts that I would use if I was sitting down and writing. It'd be nice if Hollywood could call me ASAP, but I would have to, like, I still have my story that I'm gonna work on writing, and I'm thinking of starting working on it today if I get the time, because it needs to get done. I have a lot of ideas, I just need to, like, lately I've been in a funk where sitting down and actually writing the things has not come so easy. I've been getting distracted, and I think a lot of it is because of the internet. When I was in high school, I would have a notebook and I would just sit outside, like, the theater building writing. That's how I started writing this story, this Holocaust story that I have. Just into a notebook, and I wish I could find it. And I like that because you're free from distraction if you're sitting outside and all you have is a notebook and a pen. And Feedback Friday is on Friday. And so I will do whatever you want. And stuff. I'm so articulate today. It's amazing to me.